Hey there, Pisces, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of December, and we're going to take a look at your past, present, and near future energies. Also, Pisces, if this reading resonates and you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. And of course, if you enjoy what I do and want to show your gratitude and say thank you, gifts and donations are greatly appreciated. The donation link is below. Any and every amount, like I said, truly appreciated. Okay. Wow. Well, the recent past is kind of tough, but I'm glad it's in the recent past. Main energy for your reading this month is the King of Pentacles. You're very much in control, but there's also an energy here of you being a little bit stubborn, a little bit pig-headed, a little bit my way or the highway. Take it or leave it. I don't care. In the recent past, you get the Three of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. You were heartbroken here in the recent past. You were truly sorrow-filled, devastated, heartbroken. Something ended between you and somebody else, and whatever this ending was, it really hurt you. It was a difficult ending. Like the Ten of Swords is not an easy energy by any means. And you're also showing me, besides the fact that it ended, I was still yearning for a new beginning here in the recent past. I still wanted to rekindle this, start this over, have a new start with this person. In the current situation, you get the Strength card, the Hanged Man, and the Eight of Cups. It's a little bit difficult for you, but you are emotionally detached. You are emotionally disconnected. Now, the reason it's difficult for you is because obviously, Pisces, you are a water sign. Emotionally detaching, it's like turning off a part of who you are. And that's why it's difficult. But you're also showing me I need to emotionally disconnect. I need to emotionally detach because it allows me to not take action. It allows me to be in a position where I don't have to do anything, right? Which is actually pretty nice because at least you're not sitting here racking your brain trying to figure out, do I do this? Do I do that? Do I say this? Do I do that? You're just kind of like, look, as hard as it is, count me out. Like I'm not doing anything. In the near future, you get the High Priestess, Three of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Somebody, and I say somebody because I don't know if this is you or your person. Somebody here wants to rebuild the foundation. They're showing me, I know the trust between us was broken. I know the trust between us was shattered. I want to rebuild it. Are they actually going to take action though? I don't know, simply because the High Priestess is here. So we'll have to see. So let's start clarifying. This is a new deck. I just got it yesterday. So you are the first reading I'm ever doing with this deck. Let's take a look at the King of Pentacles, which is the main energy for your reading this month. King of Pentacles is clarified by the Ten of Wands, Three of Swords, and the Four of Wands. You get the Three of Swords in the recent past. It's difficult for you. It's difficult for you to show up with this energy of my way or the highway, being emotionally detached, being emotionally disconnected. Because again, you are a water sign. And regardless of what happened between you and this person, you still feel a very strong bond. You still feel a very strong connection with them. And you are carrying a lot of emotional pain tied up to whatever happened between the two of you. But your way of handling it, your way of dealing with it, is being so difficult, is being so stubborn. And again, it's out of character for you, but it genuinely seems to be working for you this month. Let's take a look at the Three of Swords in the recent past because it's already shown up twice in your reading. Three of Swords is clarified by the Magician, the High Priestess, which you get again in the same realm in your future, and the Seven of Cups. Again, you are very heartbroken in the recent past, but beyond the heartbreak, beyond the emotional pain, it's more emotional overwhelm. You don't really know what the hell is going on. It's like you're up, you're down, you're confused, you're this, you're that. You're feeling a bunch of things. And what I do see you doing here is really going within, going deep within yourself to try to figure out, okay, this is my pain. This is not my pain. This is confusion. This is emotion. You're kind of trying to be, not trying, you're succeeding actually, and being very introspective in the recent past, despite the emotional pain, despite the heartbreak that you're going through, which is not a very easy thing to do, Pisces. Let's take a look at the Ten of Swords in the recent past for you. Ten of Swords is clarified by the Four of Cups, Nine of Cups, and the Ten of Swords again. You were very unhappy. You're very unhappy. You're very hurt here in the recent past because of this ending. However, Pisces, I will say that this ending gave you a little bit of release, right? It gave you a little bit of So even though things ended and it hurt and it was difficult for you, it also gave you an energy of like something in you felt more emotionally balanced, more emotionally like I can relax a little bit. Again, it hurt. Don't get me wrong. It's not like you're sitting here like, oh, yay, this is so fun. No. But there was also an energy of, okay, I can like unclench a little bit in the recent past. Let's take a look at the Ace of Cups in the recent past for you. Ace of Cups is clarified by the Devil, the Page of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. Here's the thing. I do feel like you really, really want a new beginning in the recent past. Really, you wanted it. You could not stop thinking about it. All you wanted was just like, let's have a new beginning. Let's start over. Let's have a new beginning in love. You communicated this to your person, okay? But this person that you're dealing with is quite immature. And so I feel like even though you were trying to communicate, you were really trying to like explain it to them, be like, hey, this is what my problem was. This is what I wanted. This is how I felt. This is the issue that I had. Your person was not matching your energy in terms of emotional maturity. They were responding. I feel like they weren't just like blocking you or leaving you on red. But the way they handled it, the way they responded, the way they addressed everything, very, very immature, very childish. Let's take a look at the current situation. I'm going to clarify the strength for you in the current situation. Strength is clarified by the Five of Pentacles, the Death, and the Nine of Wands. As hard as it is for you to accept this, right? And I do see part of you not wanting to accept it. As hard as it is, you're kind of like, look, maybe I just got to accept that this is over. Maybe I just have to, it's over. It's done. It's lost. I feel the pain. I'm like, it's easier to go through the pain once rather than I lost them. We broke up. I'm still trying to fight for it. There's almost an energy here of you just almost accepting, being like, you know what? I'm done. It's over. Let me just go through the pain, accept this ending, and let me just move past it. I say almost because you don't fully accept it. At the bottom of the deck, you get the Seven of Swords. You keep going back and forth. One day you're like, it's over. It's done. I'm moving on. The next day you're like, no, we still have hope. Maybe we can have a new beginning. There's a little bit of flip-flopping here for you. Regarding what do I do with this person? What do I do with this connection? Do I keep holding on? Do I not keep holding on? Let's take a look at the Hanged Man in the current situation for you. Excuse me. Hanged Man is clarified by the Ace of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. You get the Queen of Wands again in the near future. You're stuck. You're stuck. Because on the one hand, you do want a new beginning with this person. You want to rekindle this. You want this connection back. On the other hand, you're kind of like, look, I got to prioritize me. I have to focus on myself. But then you keep going back to, but I want this person, but I'm so attracted to them, but I want them back. But it's kind of like, again, do I prioritize myself or do I prioritize this connection? And because you can't figure out what do you prioritize, because you can't figure out I want this connection more than I care about myself or vice versa, you're stuck. You're not really doing anything in the current situation. You're kind of just like waiting. And again, I know you're kind of like, well, I can take care of myself and of this connection. Yes, but not in the current situation. Currently, it's either you focus on trying to get this connection back and you set yourself completely aside, your desires, your needs, all of that. You focus all your energy on trying to get this person and get this connection back, or you prioritize yourself and you focus on yourself and you just tell this person and this connection to go kick rocks. You're kind of not sure, what do I do in the current situation? So you're not doing anything. Let's take a look at the Eight of Cups in the current situation. Eight of Cups is clarified by the Tower, the King of Cups, and the Page of Cups. King of Cups is you. I don't assign gender to my cards. It's difficult for you, right? This emotional detachment, this emotional disconnect. And so I do see you essentially like, you're showing me like, I can't keep doing nothing. I can't keep being in this situation. It's not sustainable for me. And so as hard as it is, as difficult as it is, I'm just going to emotionally detach. And your feelings go from a king to a page. The emotion that you have for this person, you literally like turned it down. You went from like, oh my God, I want them. I want this connection. I can't stop thinking about them. You turn that emotion down almost like a dial and you're down to like a 10, 15. right? In terms of how much you care about them, from 100 to a 10, 15. It's not that you don't care about them at all. It's not that you don't have emotions for them anymore. You just literally like dialed it down completely because you're showing me like, this is too difficult for me. This is too confusing. This is too emotionally overwhelming. And so even though it is hard for me to do that, like I said, emotionally detaching, emotionally disconnecting, like turning off your feelings, that's so not you. Like you are a water sign. You are all love and feelings and positive emotions. And so it was hard for you, but you're like, look, I have to do this. I just have to do this. I can't keep doing what I'm doing right now. Let's take a look at the near future, see what the High Priestess is all about for you. High Priestess is clarified by the Six of Swords, Queen of Swords, Knight of Cups. Your higher self, right? Your intuition, whatever you want to call it, is telling you, walk away, Pisces. Walk away, stop investing energy in this, invest the energy in yourself, like make the logical decision. Turn off your feelings all the way. Don't just leave them at like 10, 15%. Shut your feelings off entirely. That's what your brain, your logic is telling you to do. Your heart is still holding on. You're showing me I'm not ready to do that yet. I'm still holding on to this. I'm still holding on to the fact that I care about them, that maybe they could come back and like, their feelings could come back up. They could express themselves. They would be emotionally available. They would be emotionally communicative. Logically, you're showing me I don't really think that's going to happen, but emotionally, you're still very much attached to this person. And so being able to completely shut your feelings off and make the logical decision, you're not ready to do that in the near future. Let's take a look at the Three of Pentacles in the near future. Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Two of Cups, Five of Swords, Two of Wands. Yeah, you're showing me, look, I know that the trust was broken here. I know that this connection, the foundation of trust between us was completely shattered. But I still love this person. I still view us as in a relationship. It doesn't matter what we said here in the 3D world. I'm done, you're done. Those things don't matter. I still feel like I'm in a relationship with this person. I still feel like we're in a connection with each other. And so you're just waiting. You're waiting here for that point at some point in the near future that maybe you guys will be able to come back together. Maybe you'll be able to rebuild a solid foundation and rebuild the trust that was broken. There is part of you here, Pisces, which is kind of telling me like, hey, I know that this is a long shot. I know that I'm kind of like Delulu and maybe I'm lying to myself, but I don't care. I'm not at the point where I'm ready to completely give up yet. Let's take a look at the Queen of Wands in the near future here, Pisces. Queen of Wands is clarified by the Five of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. You're a little bit conflicted. You're a little bit conflicted here because on the one hand, you still view this person as like long-term material. You're like, despite whatever happened, right? I'm not just physically attracted to them. It's not like I'm just like, oh, they're so hot. They are, but it's beyond that. You're addicted to their energy. And you're showing me, despite the hardships, despite the arguments, despite the drama, right? Like I still view them as my long-term person. I do want to heal from the past, but you're having a hard time doing that because you're not really getting closure or resolution or anything about what happened in the past. It's just kind of left entirely up to you to figure out like what you want to do. Do you keep pursuing them? Do you not? It's literally like you're not getting answers from the other side, from the other person. You're literally just left to figure this out all by yourself. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind. This month, Pisces. You get the Ten of Wands, Two of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. It's difficult. It's difficult. And at the bottom of the deck, you get the Five of Swords. It's difficult, Pisces, for you to not know what to do. But in reality, you know what you want. You want to work on things. You want to rebuild here. The reason you're showing me it's so difficult and it's so confusing is because, like I said, it's just you here. You're not getting any feedback from the other person. The other person's not telling you like, yes, Pisces, we're going to work on things. We can move forward. This is what I want. This is how we can fix it. They're also not telling you, no, I want nothing to do with you. Go kick rocks, right? It's just very like in the air, up in the air, like ambiguous. Like there's no clarity here. And that's why I do feel like you are repeatedly showing me in this reading, I want to build on things, but I don't know. I want to rebuild, but I don't know. There's an energy here of you being a little bit delulu. And the reason I'm saying that is because you're kind of like lying to yourself a little bit because you know what you want. You want to rebuild, you want to come back together. But because you're not getting anything from the other person, because there's no feedback, you're showing me like, I'm confused, I'm confused. You're not confused. You're not confused about what you want. You're confused about whether or not the other person is going to come in and match your energy. And you're confused about whether or not the other person wants what you want. And the reason you're confused is because you're not getting anything from them. Like nothing. Pretty frustrating. I get that. But Pisces, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And of course, if you enjoy what I do, donation link is below. Any and every amount is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for tuning in, Pisces, and I'll see you here on the next one.